Hey, it's Jennifer Sparks. I'm in Las Vegas. I'm going to make a video for anybody that wants to see the walk from Paris to the Versailles Tower. I'm going to start this video from the Paris elevators. Versailles Tower is technically in Horseshoe, which is next door to Paris and is connected by a pedestrian walkway. In the future, there will be a walkway that will make this whole thing a little bit more convenient. But right now, this is going to be your walk from Paris to the Versailles Tower. I want this video to be as realistic as possible. I'm not going to do any cuts. I'm going to leave it so you know exactly how long it takes and what you're going to pass on your way to this Versailles Tower. Once we get there, I'm going to be taking you upstairs. I could not access any of the rooms. I was not staying there. After we get down the elevators, I'm going to take you by check-in. You will not be able to check in at Horseshoe's reception, but there are 2 kiosks that you could use that you could access your room key. So pretty much checking in would be much easier and simple. If you were to be, let's say you were coming from the airport and you had an Uber, if you were to be dropped off at the Horseshoe, would be faster if you want to use the kiosk. If you want to go speak to a representative, you're going to have to go to Paris and there's going to be a little bit of a walk. And this right now, until the bridge is open, this is going to be your walk to the Versailles Tower. This video is filmed December 2023. It is about maybe 7 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't usually look like this. It's usually a lot more busy. Why would you stay at the Versailles Tower? Well, they're newer. The building isn't new. I think the building was built in the 80s. It used to be Bally's. Before that, it was MGM. It's Horseshoe now, but Paris now has the tower. And eventually they're going to make the outside of it look like Paris. So if you do stay there, your room is going to be remodeled. It's going to be beautiful, but they may be doing construction. So I don't know about you, but that really annoys me. I like a nice quiet room. But the rooms themselves, if you need something really nice and new, they're all remodeled. The rooms at Paris aren't. I have a video that I just made that will showcase a room that I just stayed in Paris. I'll leave a playlist of Paris and all my stays and visits if you want to see more of my videos about Paris in the playlist at the end of this video. But the location isn't bad. You're going to be very close to the Strip. There's tons of shopping, tons of restaurants around there. You're just not going to be technically right in Paris. And that's why I want to show you the walk. Is it bad? I don't think it is. But I have a mom and my aunt. When I go places with them, it's hard to get around. We have to get scooters and wheelchairs. It definitely makes me see things in a different light. Now when I go places, I'm like, how many stairs? Is there a ramp? And look over here, there is stairs and there's a ramp. This is pretty much, I think, when Paris turns into Horseshoe. One good thing about staying at the Horseshoe is you're right on the monorail line. I don't know if you know about the monorail. If you don't, I have videos about it. It is awesome. It's my preferred way to see Las Vegas. I don't know if anybody's going to watch this video or even care, but if you are new to my channel, my name is Jennifer Sparks, and I like to make videos, resort tours mostly, and casinos, and once in a while, I feel the necessary need to share with people how to get around. This was one of those videos. I'm like, people need to see this. And look, another ramp. We're going to be walking into the Horseshoe's casino now. The Horseshoe and Paris are both Caesars properties, which pretty much means that if you are going to gamble and you have a Caesars Rewards player's card, and if you don't have one, you should get one if you're going to gamble, you could use the Caesars Rewards card at both of these casinos, plus obviously Caesars, as well as Harrah's, Flamingo, Cromwell, Planet Hollywood. Caesars sort of owns this whole area over here. And this is where you would get the Caesars Rewards card. I'm always over here because I'm always losing mine. They actually have 2. If you do lose your card or forget it at home, they have kiosks that you could put your license in and they'll print you another card. I actually like the Horseshoe Casino. I was staying in Paris at the Paris Tower, but I found myself over here gambling because I just enjoy the casino. It's been remodeled. I know it's like brown. It's like horseshoes, the pattern. I don't know if you could see that, but I know it's not like brown is not like the in colors, but it matches the theming. But then it's got all these like neon lights. It's kind of cool. It's kind of, it was built, I think, in the 70s or 80s. So it's not really old, but it's not really new. It's kind of it's got its own vibe. We're getting closer. We're almost there. Another positive about the Versailles Towers, I don't know if they're open yet, but there are going to be patio suites, which is really rare in Las Vegas. Unless you're staying in a timeshare or across the street at the Cosmopolitan. They have patios over there, but it's not very common to find these. So that's definitely going to be something cool and something unique to look forward to in the future. I'm not sure about the pool situation. If anybody has this information, if you could help me out in the comments below. If you stay at the Versailles Tower, can you use the Horseshoe pool? Both the pools, Paris and Horseshoe, were closed because of the weather and it being winter during my visit. So I had no idea. I actually thought that the Paris pool was going to be open. I was a little disappointed, but it wasn't. It was closed completely. So if you do want to use a pool and you are going in the winter, call ahead, make sure. I think they open in March. It will be a little bit of a hike regardless of whatever pool you're going to go to if you're staying at Versailles Tower. It's literally over here. This used to be actually the Jubilee Tower in Bally's. Like I said, I'm not staying here. I'm staying in Paris though. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up here. Sometimes you have to have a working key, but we're going to try. I'm going to see. And it worked. I got you on the top floor. I'm going to go walk around and see if I could peek in a room, but there wasn't any rooms that were available that were open. I'm hoping to be able to stay here and get a full video of a whole resort tour in the near future and how everything goes and what it's like staying over here. I like my videos to be more than just a room tour, but a whole resort experience, so you know which resort would be best for you. On the right hand side, there's like a coffee shop, cafe over here. That would be the closest place that you could go and grab a bite to eat. I'm going to be walking towards the kiosk right now. This would be if you want to check in with the kiosk. You won't even have to go to Paris. If you have a lot of luggage or a lot of people with you, this would be this most simple way. This is going to be unedited, uncut. I'm just showing you the exact walk, even if it's not pretty, just to show you how long it takes. I know they just rebranded and remodeled this, but this would have been so cool if this whole thing was Paris, because it is connected and this is on the monorail line. This would have made Paris like the biggest, best hotel. It'd be a super mega resort. Well, you know, it's got some competition. MGM, Mandalay Bay, Palazzo and Venetian and Resorts World, those are really, really huge. Where I sit right now is actually smaller than most people think it is. Okay, we are approaching the check-in. Over to the left, you're going to find an entrance. To the right, you're going to find a bar has video poker in it. You could go there in the morning and get a coffee. There's a bar there. This is where you're going to find the self-check-in that you can do right now. Like I said previously, there is going to be a bridge that is going to make this all so much easier in the near future. So that's pretty much the tour. But seeing I'm going to be walking back to Paris anyway, I'm going to take you with me in case you want to see what the walk back is. I'm going to go a different way, and then we're going to go back the same way we came, and I'm going to walk you to where the Paris reception is. So if you want to see where that is and how far of a walk it would be to get from here to there, stay with me. Other videos that I've just created about this stay in Paris that I would love to share with you would be everywhere we ate in Paris and all the restaurants that are available to you. I just made a video about that. That video will be in a playlist at the end of this video called Paris, as well as our stay. We were here for 5 nights. We spent 4 nights in the Charlemagne suite, and by the 5th night, we had to move. We had some issues, so we downgraded ourselves to a regular Burgundy room, which we originally had booked, which is going to be your cheapest standard room. It was a comp room, so I went for it. So I did a video of that. So if you're really kind of undecided about whether to stay in Paris, where you're in Paris and closer to everything, or stay over here at the Versailles Tower, that video may help you once you see what the room over at Paris looks like. Coming up next, I'm going to be having a tour of the Paris Casino and another video about the Horseshoe Casino. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope this is helpful. If you do stay at the Versailles Tower and you have more information for me, please let me know in the comments below. I am by no means any expert in Las Vegas or this resort. I'm just doing the best I can to convey what it was like the day I was there to help other people with their future plans. If you are still with me, you are a total rock star, and I totally appreciate you. If you did find this video helpful, if you could do me a favor and hit that like button, it helps the algorithm. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, that doesn't really help my algorithm, but it makes me feel good that you appreciate my videos. Creating these videos is a lot more work than I ever thought possible, but it really does bring me some sort of, in a search for the correct words, I think joy and satisfaction. I love to just, make memories of my trips and to help other people make better decisions for their upcoming trips. And I'm meeting so many cool people along the way. It's just really rewarding, and I'm really enjoying this, and I really appreciate you, all of you that watch my channel. I'm seriously today think I'm hitting 10,000 subscribers, and I feel fantastic. Totally loving this whole experience. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And here we are almost at Paris. See, it's really not that bad. Did you think it was really bad? Let me know in the comments below. The last 4 minutes of this video is going to be our walk back, and I'm going to take you to the Paris reception. Personally, if I came back in wintertime, I wouldn't have a problem staying in either of the towers, even though Paris is, more dated and a little rough around the edges. I do like that it's closer. However, personally, if the pools are open, I would probably prefer to stay at Paris just because the pool is really nice there. I have videos of that as well, including a cabana tour. I'll link that in the playlist at the end of the video too. Anyway, you could just take the elevator right from your room right to the pool deck. It's just very convenient. And for that reason, in the warmer months, I would probably choose Paris still, especially if it was the same amount of money. At the moment, Versailles is more expensive, but it's new, and especially when they have the patios, that's going to be hard to beat. That's going to be a really cool thing.